Hey! I'm frightened to do this video. But yeah, hey guys, it's Andy, aka Elogee, and today I'm going to be doing a very controversial video. Lately I've been getting into more Zelda related topics, and today I'm gonna be making my tier list of Zelda games. You know, I got the gang joining me. But yeah, I'm a little nervous how this is going to turn out. I don't exactly have the most conventional opinions of the Zelda games, but hopefully you guys can respect my opinions. Otherwise, I think Long here is gonna have to pull a Ganondorf on me and sword to the forehead. So we are here today on Tier Maker. Ignore any background audio. I have my window open. It's really hot, and yeah. Anyway, here we are. Zelda titles, all-inclusive tier list maker. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic tiers, a haven't played tier, and need to play more tier. Pretty self-explanatory. So let's just get into it. What do we got here? Link Between Worlds. That was pretty good. I think I'm gonna put that up in A. I played it once when I got the game in 2014, I think. Never played it again. Never had any desire to play it again, but it was fun when I did play it. Yeah, I think it belongs in A. Like, it was really, like, I don't like the handheld games as much as the big console games, but it was definitely fun, like a very good game. So yeah, I think I gotta put that up in A. What is this? A Link to the Past? Barcode Battler 2. I don't know what that is. This did say there's some more obscure titles here, so I don't know. I haven't even played some of the non-obscure titles, like A Link to the Past. I've never played. I've never had a Super Nintendo. Never got it on a virtual console on any console, so just never played A Link to the Past. I know I gotta get around to it someday, but still haven't. And yeah, there it is. Ancient Stone Tablets. Yikes. Breath of the Wild. Okay, this one gonna be S tier for sure. I got the game in 2017 for my Wii U. When it arrived, I wasn't too excited because like I wasn't really in like a gaming mood. When I was gaming, I was obsessed with Pokemon, and I just wanted to dabble in competitive Pokemon all the time. So I wasn't particularly excited to play the game, but I did get it, so I did play it, and it was completely enthralling. Like, I stopped everything I was doing just to play that game for a solid 2 months, I think it was. No, it was more than 2. But yeah, it was so captivating. Such a good experience. When people talk about like wanting to relive their video game experience again, I often think of Breath of the Wild, because everything about that experience was so incredible. If I acquire infinite time one day, I may play Breath of the Wild on the channel just for fun, because I absolutely love the game. I can't possibly give it enough praise. So yeah, Breath of the Wild, easy S. Legend of Zelda, what? Satellite View? Bro, what are these obscure Japanese games? Four Swords Adventures. I guess I can put that here. That's the GameCube one, right? Yeah. I got it when it was new, and it was bad at video games, so I didn't get very far. I tried to get my cousin Ty to play it with me, but it didn't really work out well with 2 players. I don't remember. I tried playing it again like a few years later. I still wasn't very good at video games, so I still didn't get very far. And I just found myself wishing I was playing like a one-player focused game instead. Yeah, I probably should play it more before I put it somewhere, because I honestly don't even remember anything about the game. So yeah, there's that. Four Swords, same thing. I think my cousin Ty and I played it more than Four Swords Adventures, because I got it before Four Swords Adventures. Linked up on our Game Boy Advances and played a little. But again, I wasn't very good at video games, and Ty was just, I don't think he played many Zelda games, so he was just following my lead, and we didn't get very far, so yeah, I don't think I should really rank it, because I definitely don't remember it. What do we got here? Hyrule Warriors, never played, never had any desire to play. It's not a Zelda game in my opinion, so not really interested. Yeah, that's all I can say there. Link's Awakening, I've never played this one. Yeah, I never had any real desire to play this one either. Didn't they remake this game for something? Switch maybe? Or 3DS, I think? Let me look that up. I guess it was Switch, not 3DS. Okay. But yeah, I've never played this one either. I just, like, I know the story, the spoiler, but I've just never had any desire to play it. I don't know why. I may do so in the future, but not at the moment. Link's Crossbow Training. I've never had. There was a time in like 2010 when I first got my Wii that I actually wanted this game, just because I was so obsessed with like Zelda games that I could actually play. So I was like, man, I gotta get a copy of Link's Crossbow Training, but I never did, and I can't say I'm too saddened by it, but it is what it is. Majora's Mask. Oh dear, now this is the one that's gonna get me destroyed. I do not like the time element in Majora's Mask. Like, it's bad enough that I would put it in D, but like I like the atmosphere. I understand that it's a good game, so I can't put it in D, but I just do not enjoy it whatsoever. I think the time gimmick just destroys its reputation as a Zelda game where you can explore at your leisure and fight and stuff. It's just not. I can't rank it among Zelda games. Personally, I made it to the part where you're supposed to trade the guy, like the moon's tear for the deed to the house or something, and I ran out of time and I got frustrated, put it down, never picked it up again. I couldn't imagine going through the whole game like that. I know there's side quests and like 95% of the community loves this game. I couldn't get into it. The time limit is just way too restrictive. I could never enjoy it, though I do admire the atmosphere, the vibe, and the depressing nature. I love the areas. I wish I could explore them, but the game doesn't allow that, so gotta put it down and see. What is this? My Nintendo Picross? Never played that one. Ocarina of Time. Where'd it go? There it is. What happened there, I don't know, but yeah, Ocarina of Time, easy S. First Zelda game was it the first one I played? It might have been. It was definitely the first one I ever beat. Suppose I could have been showing my copies of the games while I was doing so, but this is the game that I played Ocarina of Time on for the first time, because I had an N64 growing up, but I didn't have any of the good games. I just had some stuff that I may get into at a later time. But this came with the GameCube, bundled with it. It had 4 games on it. Original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I didn't want to play Majora's Mask because my cousin Ty would play it on the N64 and get lost, and it was very intimidating. And I figured, oh, that's Ty's game, I should play something else. So I got invested in Ocarina of Time heavily. Never got very far because, like I said back then, this was 2003 era, I was bad at video games. I lacked the critical thinking necessary for a lot of the progression needed in earlier Zelda games. So I would often have to have Ty look up strategy guides on the internet, because I didn't even have internet back then, on how to guide me through the game. But when I couldn't figure out what to do, I just remember chilling in like Gerudo Valley, having fun in like the Zora place. Like when I was a kid, this was like a comfort game for me, Ocarina of Time. That was like my last year of middle school, and after then I stopped playing video games. I just stopped. I didn't have any interest in video games anymore. But the year after I graduated high school, I got back into gaming. Wanted to boot up Zelda again. I played through where I left off in Ocarina of Time, which was, I had just beaten the Forest Temple and couldn't figure out what to do. So, like 5 years later, I got back to it, and, picked up right where I left off, and never put it down again. Like, once I beat it, it was like so rewarding to have finally beaten a legitimate video game. Then I played through it again, like all at once, so there wasn't like a few years gap in between, and it was incredible. Then I played it again and again and again, and I just kept replaying it, and it became my favorite video game. I don't know if it still is or not, but I do know that one day, maybe pretty soon, I will be playing it for the channel. I'll be doing a 3-heart run probably. I don't know yet, but I'll definitely be playing Ocarina of Time, because it is too good of a game to not play on the channel. Okay, that went on a bit of a tangent, but it's worth it. This is what I meant when I said I should show my collection. This is my copy of Breath of the Wild for the Wii. This is the version I played. and this is my unopened copy of the Switch version that I was going to play last year, but I never got around to it, and I still haven't got around to opening it from the shrink wrap, but maybe one day. Now, where were we? I see some titles down here that are really dank that I've never even heard of, let alone played, so I'm just gonna put like this watch game there. I've never played the CDI games. I've never owned a CDI, even though they are dank AF. Never played the Game & Watch Zelda. Let's just get these out of the way real quick. And the Tingle games. I've never played that. Okay, that clears things up a little bit. So you just got a few left. So I've never played the Oracle games. I don't know why. I had a Game Boy Color, but I was too obsessed with Pokemon Silver to really ever touch any other game ever. So yeah, I never played Oracle games. I'm not particularly excited to either, but they're pretty cool, I guess. I just have no desire to play them. Phantom Hourglass. I have to put that one here in the need to play more because I started it and I hated how you had to move with the stylus. I was expecting to be able to just move with the D-pad, but you couldn't. You had to touch the screen to move, and I detested that. I didn't get very far at all because I just hated that mechanic. I'm half tempted to put it up here with Majora's Mask just because I hate that mechanic so much. But like, I don't even remember anything about Phantom Hourglass to like properly rate it, so I think I'm just gonna put that down in need to play more. But I don't want to play it more, so maybe I should just put it up here. Because man, I didn't like that. Yeah, it takes a lot for a Zelda game to make me put it down and actively want to never play it again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that in C. Skyward Sword. This, I think I'm gonna put it up in A. This is another one I know is heavily divisive among the community. Some people would put it up in S, others would put it in D. I thought it was pretty good though. Not S tier caliber, but definitely up there. Here's my copy. I got the bundle that came with the gold Wiimote, as well as like a CD with a celebration of the 25th anniversary of Zelda. Oh, here it is. Nice. But yeah, yeah, I was so excited for this game in 2011. Up until its release, I was playing Kirby Return to Dreamland. I beat that in about a month. I played through that solid for a month and just was looking forward to this game. And when this game finally arrived, it was I think I like made like a diary entry from like how excited I was for this. Like I left work early, or like didn't go into work because we were slow. Just stayed home and played this all weekend because it was Thanksgiving weekend, yes. And I just played through this, and those were some good memories. But as far as the game itself, I've never had a desire to replay it. I played it that one time in 2011, from the day it came out, like Thanksgiving, until like it was about a month. So like December 15th or something, like a solid month of playing it. Was so captivating, I couldn't put it down. But after that, never had any desire to replay it because some of the elements were jank. I didn't like the combat, the way you had to do stuff. Some enemies just perfectly countered every one of your attacks, and it was annoying. I didn't like the areas. I'm used to Zelda games having, you know, breathtaking areas that you can go to. This one had areas that I didn't particularly like, and you kept going back there, which was a little disheartening. But the reason I really liked this game was the story. Like, it was so captivating. I really felt like I wanted to protect Zelda. And spoiler alert, at the end when Girahim sends like 1,000 moblins at your way, I'm just like ready to take them on, even though I hate fighting them. I'm just like, let me at them. And yeah, that was a good memory. Other than that, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's, like I said, up in S tier, but it's definitely a good game. I'm not too excited for the upcoming remake for the Switch. If I wanted to play the game, I would just play this. But a lot of people haven't played this, so I'm excited for them for the chance to play this, because it's a very, very captivating game, just not among my favorites. Okay, now we got Spirit Tracks. I don't think I started this one. I have it, but I don't think I played it because I didn't finish Phantom Hourglass, and that just seemed like weird. Like, why would I start Spirit Tracks if I haven't finished Phantom Hourglass? I heard that you have regular control for movement back. You don't need to use the stylus on the screen to move. I haven't confirmed that or not, but if so, the Spirit Tracks is probably way better than Phantom Hourglass just for that alone. But yeah, I haven't played it. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Is it D? I think it is. I mean, I'm really exposed to myself. But yeah, I just did not care for this game. Way too difficult for no reason. I mean, all video games in general were excruciatingly difficult back in that era, but I have no desire to ever touch this game again. Like I said, it was on this promotional disc for GameCube, and I tried it, hated every minute of it, and I just don't want to play it. The original Zelda, it doesn't fare much better for me. I'll put it up in C just because I think it's more classic, more iconic, and I think it is a better game. I just don't like it. It's way too secretive and cryptic, and it was before my time. I can't, like, I can appreciate it, but I can't enjoy it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I gotta put that one in C as well. Never made it very far in the game. Probably never will. Minish Cap. Minish Cap was great, bro. Not D. Put it up in A where it belongs. It was great up until like the final boss where there was like 20 different forms and it didn't let you like save in between, so you had to do it all at once, and that was extremely frustrating. And I remember like the final boss being like the worst of all, but I finally did beat it and it was rewarding. But yeah, Minish Cap was a good game. I really like that one. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the handheld ones, but Minish Cap and The Link Between Worlds were definitely up there. So, yep. Wind Waker. Wind Waker is easy S tier. I first played the GameCube version. Well, actually, my very first experience was this disc that has a 20-minute demo of Wind Waker, and that was the very first time I played it. I never got Wind Waker until it was 2010. For Christmas, I bought myself this copy of Wind Waker for the GameCube, and I loved it. I loved everything about the game. I loved exploring. I loved the Triforce quest at the end that everyone hates. The combat was great. This is such a good game. A lot of people complain about the graphics, but they fit the game so well. Coral is a great sidekick, the King of Red Lions. Like, this game, if you've never played this, y'all don't even understand how much you're missing out. This is such a classic, such a good game. I have this version too for the Wii U, which the only thing I didn't like about this was they dumbed down the Triforce quest for no reason. I felt it was, you know, well done in the original. I know a lot of people didn't, so they made it a lot less, like, I don't even remember all they did. They cut it in half what you needed to do, which I felt was unnecessary. But they did add Miiverse bottles in this, which I loved. Like, you don't even understand how much time I would just spend looking for bottles and sending out bottles for other players to find. That was a good time. Man, I miss Miiverse. Now that Miiverse is no longer active and I want to play Wind Waker, I'll probably go back to playing the GameCube version. Then again, I think with this, I finished the Nintendo Gallery, but that was only possible through Miiverse, so yeah, I don't know. Both great. If I had to pick one that I liked better, it would probably be GameCube. But yeah, easy S tier. And we only got a few games left. We got Too Much Tingle. Yeah, I've never played the Tingle games. Triforce Heroes, I've never played that either. Just never had a desire to play it. And then finally, we got Twilight Princess, which, if my computer could stop doing that, that would be great. That is another easy S tier. Twilight Princess was on GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. I do not have the GameCube version, but I have the Wii and the Wii U version. I played this 2010, yeah. I played this before I played Wind Waker, because I got it in 2010 with my my Wii. I really wanted a Wii in 2010 and got this. I was so excited to play Twilight Princess because I loved the graphic style. It looked so good. It was such a good looking game, and it was definitely like one of the best Zelda experiences ever. I really love a lot about this game, like a lot of the areas. It's like Majora's Mask with the vibe, the atmosphere, but there's no constant threat of a time limit. So you can just explore to your leisure, and the game looks beautiful, and you would like to explore it. It's just a phenomenal game. I think people complain about this version of the game because I can't remember why. It's something to do with, is it because you need to do this for arrows or something? I know a lot of people preferred just on the GameCube aiming and shooting. I can't remember why, but I know people disliked this version over the GameCube version, which I never understood. I felt this was incredible to play. The version for Wii U, the remake, it was great. My only complaint was horseback. As soon as you get on the horse, like, it's so impossible to control Epona. But other than that, it's the same game, just polished, and it looks even better. Yeah, Twilight Princess, so good. Another one that I may play on the channel one day along with Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker. If I had to rank these, oh dear, I can't even do that. I'm just going to say this would be the final tier list, pending. We got Ocarina of Time, then Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds, Minish Cap, and then the others I either haven't played or don't care for them enough to rank them further. But yeah, that is going to be my Zelda tier list. Hopefully y'all can understand and not crucify me and destroy my channel too much. But if you gotta do it, I understand entirely. So yeah, that is going to conclude my Zelda games tier list. Yeah, I would like to start incorporating more Zelda on my channel when I can. I plan to play Ocarina of Time, like do a 3-heart run of Ocarina of Time in maybe the near future, at least at some point. Maybe playing through Breath of the Wild or Twilight Princess or Wind Waker would also be great. I don't know if I'll ever get around to that. I would like to start doing more Zelda stuff on the channel. If you're excited to see more Zelda stuff from me, definitely let me know. But yeah, I believe that's all I have to say, so I'm gonna get on out of here, say goodbye to Lonk. Say goodbye to my Wii U Pro Controller. Say goodbye to Voodoo and Ferret. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.